everybody, it's Emily at Arg Schooling, and today I'm going to be talking some more about our 9th grade homeschool curriculum plans. Today we're focusing on what we're doing for math and English. Let's just jump in. So we have been using teaching textbooks since, I don't even know, maybe the last decade. We've used teaching textbooks, maybe longer than that, I'm not sure. We used to use it back when it was CDs that you had to like program into your computer. Anyway, we've used that for years. However, last year it became a problem. I don't know what was going on, but for whatever reason, math was just dragging our whole school day down, so I knew we needed to make a change. I just didn't know to what, and thankfully Arlene at Arlene & Company was sharing about a new math curriculum that I think is brand new, and it sounds like it's exactly what we needed, and that is Denison Algebra. So what this is an algebra program. They only have like pre-algebra through all of, I think, high school math. I'm not exactly sure what they end with, maybe calculus. I don't remember. But what they do is give you a math program perfect for kids who struggle with math. Not necessarily remedial or anything like that, just teaching it in a way that works best for them. After watching her video and doing a little bit of research, I decided that we would give it a try this year. So basically it comes with a big textbook, it comes with a teacher's guide and test booklet and an answer key, and you also have access to the videos, the video lessons. So similar to teaching textbooks, you get a video lesson teaching the concept, and then in your book, let me just show you the first lesson. So then in the book, let me open it like this so you can see it properly. You go through the lesson along with him and complete that, and then after you do the lesson, it has a section for you to work out on your own. And what I like about it, and it's probably hard for you guys to see the way I'm holding it up for you, but what I like about this is that it's clean and easy to read. There's not a lot of busy stuff happening. The lessons are taught in a really easy to understand way. And I also really like that the beginning of the book, he includes what he calls a big hairy algebra concept, or BHAC sheet for each chapter. So each lesson comes with notes at the beginning to remind you of the main concept that you were being taught, which honestly, I wish we had that with teaching textbooks, because I feel like even though it wrapped around a lot, she would forget what she it would be enough time in between that she would have forgotten how to do it, and it would become this big stress. We'd have to go back and rewatch the lesson and then go back. It was just a lot. Math was taking 2 to 3 hours some days because of things like that, and it was just exhausting. So I'm really hopeful that Denison Algebra is going to be the thing that will help. Also, the thing that I appreciated, most math programs want you to start with pre-algebra before you get to Algebra 1. Last year Regina was doing Math 7, so this would have been her pre-algebra year, which isn't a big deal, except that it doesn't count as a math credit in high school. So when I saw that Denison Algebra said that technically you don't need the pre-algebra unless your child is really behind in math, we're not that behind, so I felt like she could jump in. We went over the concepts that were in the placement, and I was like, you know what, I think we can do Algebra 1 instead of wasting a year. So that was exciting. So we're going to be able to jump into Algebra 1 this year. I will update you guys later with my thoughts after we've used it. We haven't even started, so I can't really tell you guys if we're liking it or not, but I have hope that maybe math won't be a disaster this year, so that is my deepest hope. Now let's talk about what we're going to be doing for language arts or English 1. So the focus this year, I have a few different things that I really want to hammer down on, and one of them is writing. Writing is her weak spot, She has a lot of ideas, she just doesn't know how to translate that into writing very well. She can talk your ear off and explain a concept, and like, she gets it, she knows the ideas. She just doesn't always do well with like putting it on paper. So let's go over the things that we're going to be doing for that. So I already had this on my shelves. Last year we did the middle school one for this. This is a Don Kilgallen's Sentence Composing for High School. Last year we did the middle school sentence composing. So I already owned this, so I decided to pull it out and we would start the year with this. I really like the way this is laid out. I really like the way they explain concepts by using real literature. It kind of dovetails really well with the way we do Build Your Library. Language arts, which is a lot of narrating and copy work and dictation, taking it from literature. So it goes really well with what we already do anyway. I don't know yet if we're going to go on to the paragraph one, but that does exist. So maybe, I don't own that one. I only had the sentence composing. So when we finish this, if I feel like we need it, we might move on to their paragraph book, but I don't know yet. Then for writing specifically, I picked up How to Write an Essay. How to Write a 5-Paragraph Essay. This is put out by Successful Student Publications. What I like about this is that it's very simple. I'm not looking for like anything fancy here. I don't want anything that's going to take a lot of time, because she gets distracted easily. We both do. I feel like something very simple. I almost signed her up for an online class, but she's not ready for that yet. She doesn't want other people to read her writing yet. So we're gonna do this first, and hopefully this book will help. It's, like I said, pretty basic, simple structure. We're just working on the concepts you need to write a 5-paragraph essay. So I'm hoping by the end of the year we have nailed that down. I also want to focus on creativity. She loves to write. She loves making up stories and creating these like crazy graphic novels and things like that. And I want to encourage that too. So I also have from Oak Meadow, 100 Ways to Improve Your Composition and Creative Writing. We're not going to do all of this, but we'll pop in and out of it throughout the year to just add to what we're doing. And I also had this, I already bought it because of course I was going to buy this. It's one of my favorite authors, but I was trying to decide what specifically I was going to do with it. Was I just going to read it and enjoy it for myself, or was I going to use it? And I decided we're going to try to make this happen this year. Will it? I don't know. But I have Ruta Sepetys' newest book, which is called You, the Story, A Writer's Guide to Craft Through Memory. And this is all about like how to write a story, kind of like an autobiography. And it is full of writing prompts and ideas. So this probably won't happen until the second half of the year, because I really want to focus first on more academic writing and really nailing down that like 5-paragraph essay idea. But I really love this as a concept of adding a new like creative writing kind of a thing into what we're doing. This is more on the literature side of things, but I really wanted to make sure we got to the intro to literary analysis that is in level 9 of Build Your Library. So we're using How to Read Literature Like a Professor and Figuratively Speaking, and we're going to focus on those all year. We're going to go through this really slowly because I don't know yet if she's going to take to this or if she's going to hate it. But I have the study guide all printed out and ready to go. I know she'll like this. I feel like this will work well for her, the Figuratively Speaking, which focuses on literary terms, you know, like idioms, metaphors, that sort of thing, alliteration. So we're going to be doing that for certain. This may end up getting pushed to next year, but we're going to try and see how it goes. And I also have Reading Detective for reading comprehension, because she does really well when we read together, but when it's her independent reading, I feel like sometimes she doesn't pay attention to details. So I'm really wanting to work on that skill. So I have this, it's very like basically laid out. It's you read a story, you answer the questions, but I really like the way that the questions dive deeper. It's not just your standard like what color hat was he wearing and that sort of thing. It's more like thinking questions, which is really what I want to focus on. So we have that. We'll probably just do this once or twice a week. I haven't quite worked that out yet. That's what we're doing for math and for English this year. And that will count for 1 credit for math for Algebra 1 and a credit for English 1. So be sure to stay tuned for my next video where we're going to be talking about our 9th grade read aloud plans. I'm really excited. I hope you are too. So I'll see you guys in that video. Happy reading. Bye.